while driving. This is going to tie in with how you've often heard me talk about how I believe all drugs should be legalized. And what I'm talking about, and it's really bothering me a lot in the last few days, is the disruption of the free flow of information on the internet. It has become maddening, and I'm not even talking about stealing shit or pirating shit. I'm talking about the fact that sometimes people's comments don't show up on my YouTube channel because they said something, relatively benign, like, oh, that person's an idiot or something. I mean, it used to be, if somebody got like belligerent in the comment section, it would get sent to that held for review folder, Now, it's just ridiculous. It's like you can make a completely benign statement and it won't show up in my comments. You have to hit, you go where like the newest, top comments or newest comments, you hit the newest comments and then I can see them. Even I can't see them, which is stupid. And this has become more and more, and it's interesting and funny how, here in the United States, we supposedly have the freedom of speech, right? And, but even our internet is becoming blocked more and more like countries like China. I mean, we're right on the edge with that shit, especially with our social media, all of them. YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is, whatever form of social media you use or multiple platforms, it's getting to the point where, they're trying to keep people in this little bubble where no one ever gets their feelings hurt, and make sure everybody can handle that comment, or that picture and all of that. And, when it comes to freedom of speech, I've always said, no, I want everything on the internet. Everything. Because people need to learn that, sometimes we get our feelings hurt. Sometimes things piss us off. And we need to learn to deal with that. We as people need to learn to deal with that. Let me try to get this camera so I don't have to hold it. Including, all kinds of shit that, is controversial and whatnot, everything. If you, say you don't like Nazis, or even, people that are fucking into child pornography and shit, wouldn't you rather they're on the internet so that the right people can track them down and do what the fuck needs to be done with them? Wouldn't you rather predators are on the internet doing predatorial shit that's going to get them caught before they act on their fucking predatorial behavior? Or would you rather cover all that shit up so nobody can see it, and it's still going on, it's just going on, you just don't see it, that's all, because it might offend you? Doesn't mean it's not happening, And I'm just fed up with this stuff, I think I mentioned a channel I've been watching. I don't really know if he's posted anything lately, but dude's channel, he calls himself Nerve Gorilla, and he understands what I'm talking about. The free flow of information. I'm gonna put up in the thumbnail here, I'm gonna put a little phrase you guys should read before you watch this video. We're supposed to, as a species, We're supposed to have access to the free flow of information, no matter how you get it. The internet's, the most efficient way to get information. And it was really cool at one time. It was really cool. I remember back in the day on YouTube where there were channels that, people, they had maybe 50,000 subscribers. Dude, they were knocking down an extra $2,500 a month, $3,000 a month in whatever they call that, monetization, right? And then, of course, maybe it doesn't have so much to do with freedom of speech, but when then everybody finds out, oh, you're making money on YouTube. Well, when you have those communistic views where everybody, we're all going to share in the revenue, well, then now nobody can make anything because there's too many people involved. We ran out of other people's money, ran out of advertisers' money. So now your slice of the pie that used to be $2,500, $3,000 is, you're lucky to get a $100 bill at the end of the month, which is whatever. I mean, it's Google's platform, Alphabet's platform. I guess they can do what they want with it. But, somebody else's platform that they put on the internet, don't shelter me from that. Not just because it's competition, but because you think maybe I might become offended by something somebody does or says. It's really genuinely disheartening to see what the internet has become and how censored everything has become. Even go to Amazon and dude, Amazon's gonna try to sell you fucking products that maybe you don't want. They're gonna direct you to the product they want you to buy, even though you actually want a very similar product, but perhaps it's better or worse. Amazon's gonna direct you to the product that they want you to buy. It didn't used to be like that. Same thing with eBay. eBay is going to direct you to the product they want you to purchase. It used to be an online garage sale. Everything came up in the results just as equal as everything else. That's a nice service truck. Not anymore. You've got sponsored advertisers. You've got sponsored sellers. Facebook or something the other day asking me if I wanted to sign up to get verified. You guys remember during the Tonewood Wars when they came up with that idea to track down trolls, and we used to make fun of it and laugh? Verified. Yeah. They want to steal as much information from you as possible. Information is worth a lot of money, man. Just the products, just me as a person, how much I spend on products a year is, it's a lot of money. Maybe it's not a lot of money for one person, but when you multiply that by many people that are just like me, it is billions of dollars per year in products and whatever, And it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't be directing me to the product you want me to buy. I mean, it's just like being a used car salesman, right? You go to not even a regular car dealership, and you're like, dude, I want to buy a black Corvette with the manual transmission, and that's what I want. And they're like, yeah, man, we got this red one over here. And you're like, yeah, I don't really. And then they fucking talk you into buying the fucking red one that you didn't want, And that's fine. But this censorship that's going on, everyone, especially in the United States, should be going absolutely bonkers over the censorship that is happening in the United States on the internet and otherwise. Now let's bring it back around to what I said in the beginning about how it kind of ties into my views on, how I believe all drugs should be legalized, and I do. And I've talked about that in videos before. If you legalize all drugs tomorrow, imagine how much crime that takes out of the equation. Imagine how much human trafficking that takes out of the equation. Yes, there's going to be people that are going to die from overdoses, but let me tell you something. People in the business of killing themselves are going to do it whether it's legal or not. Just look back when they prohibited the sales of alcohol in the 1920s. Look at what happened. That is exactly much worse with the drug industry. The drug industry's current state of affairs. You know, we've got just tons and tons of illicit drugs coming across the borders, being manufactured, because if you just gave people access to it, number one, there's billions of dollars to be, trillions of dollars to be made right there by the pharmaceutical industries, okay? Now, I'm not talking about, I'm saying, look, when it comes to prescription drugs, if your doctor prescribes something for you, you bring it to a pharmacy, and your insurance covers it. On the other hand, whatever you want to buy should be available for you to purchase. Why? Because people in the business of killing themselves are going to do it whether it's legal or not. Now, here's the good thing about this whole freedom of speech thing that we're in right now, is we're actually in the middle of it, trying to figure it out, where we haven't even started with legalizing drugs. Now, we've legalized, in the state of Michigan, we've legalized marijuana, which has driven the price of marijuana into the dirt, okay? But it's also taken marijuana out of that equation of curiosity, okay? It's now that it's legal, it's no fun, right? But it's also made billions of dollars for many people in this state. It's bringing in revenue to the state that's unbelievable revenue to the state, okay? And the crime is down because there's nobody committing crimes revolving around marijuana. So maybe that's a start for legalizing drugs, is that we start with marijuana and then we see where it goes. But this freedom of speech thing, we had freedom of speech, now they're trying to take it away, and you're seeing what's happening. It's actually, people are becoming violent because of censorship. Sorry, my mouth's getting dry here. Talk too much, motherfucker. But yeah, it's really been bugging me, especially, I don't even know why, the last week or two I've been thinking about this, and just thinking about what the internet was, what it used to be, you know, when it first came along. Yeah, it was slow and everything like that, but man, that didn't last long, because we had high-speed internet by, you know, year 2000 probably, we had high-speed internet, and it was kicking ass, but nobody knew what to do with it. But it was, you know, you could find literally anything on the internet. You could find it. Anything you could possibly think of, including illicit things, you can find it on the internet. That's the way it should be now. I'm seriously, and I know I've said this before, but I mean, what's the point of being on YouTube? You know? When this video, my subscribers will be lucky to see an alert for this video, just because of AI and the things I've said. The AI is going to recognize the things I said in this video. That's another topic too, is AI is it's gonna be a whole thing. It's already a whole thing. AI is censoring the internet on behalf of human beings. So, like I said, Google's AI system is going to recognize things that I said in this video. It's not going to like it, and my subscribers will be lucky to get a notice that I made a video. Why? I think everybody should be able to see my video. And as far as monetization goes, I told you how my monetization got taken away. All because I made a video questioning what I should do regarding the vaccine. Now, because I said that, some fucking type of disclaimer is probably going to come up underneath my video. They don't even know what I'm talking about. I could be talking about a dog vaccine for all they know, because no human being's actually watching this. But that's why my monetization was taken away. Okay, now I wasn't fucking knocking it out of the park, okay? But I was getting like, a couple $100 a month. Shit, I'll take a couple extra $100 a month anytime. Take any motherfucker's money if they're giving it away. Anyway, I'd like to know what you guys think about this, and especially, the guys, people have been around since, the beginning of the internet. Both young and both my age and older and younger. The younger generation that grew up on the internet, they've got an even more interesting perspective on it. And a lot of those kids are pissed off, at what the internet's become. I think there's just a lot of people that are pissed off. It's not just, it's certainly not just me. There's a ton of people that are just unhappy with the current state of the internet and what it's become. Let me know what you guys think. And until next time, peace out.